Okay, so there's the front skull. That's not going to go on just yet. We're going to get all this sorted out, and then we'll do or put the skull on and check it. But we will check the windscreen surround is good. And there's quite a few things we have to do. But there's a lot of rot in this car, a lot. The back end's really in quite good condition, but the front end and the floor was really piss poor. So. As you can see, there's now with this one, this is for a Mk3, supposedly from Darlington, from M-Machine, but the toe board on this has the hole for the magic wand, and in fact I've actually got the cover for it as well. So somebody made a comment about this being a 3.5 and a 73 car. Well, I've never heard of a 3.5, but they had a 1.5 unofficial E-type, so maybe there is an unofficial 3.5, but it has all the markings of it. It has the double bolt on each side subframe. It has that extra rain lip there, and some other bits and pieces on the floor pan as a double handbrake, and then in the toe board on the top here it has the magic wand, so you can use the holder without the remote on it. So yeah, anyway, and you can see they're all heritage parts. It's not shit, although I have to say some of the heritage parts are not as good as you would think. You still have to mess around with them, and you still have to dolly them up and so on and so forth for what they cost. And some of the other parts, like that floor, was M-Machine, and what I would advise is just use M-Machine stuff for the cost and for the way it looks and how well it fits. M-Machine's probably the way to go with all the mini stuff. Okay, so the basics of the roof and the scuttle are in. You can see we've cut it. It's all nice and flush all the way along. What we're going to do now is inside. Excuse me, I can sit down here fast. Getting somewhere like that. So you can see it inside there. What we'll do is put a 1 centimetre strip right the way across on the inside, so that when we weld it, we've got double thicknesses, and it's easier, then it won't punch through. Also, it'll give somewhere for the lead to sit on. So inside you will see that strip, but of course there'll be a headliner in it, so you won't see it. But it's really, really nice and flush. I don't know if that's showing up, but you can see. We use these clips, if you're familiar with these. They're very good. They give you exactly that 1mm standoff that you need. So just pop them through, and you can see. If I do that, hopefully you can see it. I don't know if you can. You can see it right on the money. So what we'll do now, put the strip in underneath, weld it all the way along, chain weld it, and then we'll knock it down and then lead load it, and that should be on the money. And then the next week's job will be, it won't be lead loaded till the end, until the final rub down. Then the next big job is to take out the companion bin bottoms here and here, take out the heel board. That will have to be taken out with a spot weld drill, clean up that rear seat base so it fits onto the other one, and then put the new floor in and put it up to this jig here, and then we can do it to the internal parts, and we'll know if we're in the right positions. Everything else seems to be good at the moment, so yeah, cracking on, getting there slowly but surely. I just hope I can find somebody who's really interested in the car, because it would be a nice project for somebody. You know, as I said, I've got most of the gear that goes with it, but they could do anything with it. They could put a Cooper in it, or well, whatever. So yeah, coming on for the first touch-in welds. That's really, really good. And there's a few areas that are going to need lead loading anyway. There's a few dents here and there, very shallow. Although we might be able to pick them with a ball. We might be able to just lift them and pull them out. We'll see. But we're getting on. getting ever closer. So that's the car upside down, and it's already taken that side off. So we just clean up that companion bin. There's where the heel board's going. Take this piece out, and then what we'll do is once we've got it cleaned up, because there might be those flanges need redoing on the companion bins, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we can do that from inside, which is great. And then what we'll do is put the floor in just to see how it sits, and then we can black line mark it so we know where all the holes have got to be punched, and what we have to repair and what we don't have to repair. So now I'm going to cut this front toe board off here, just in front of these bolts, so that we've got enough room and it shouldn't interfere with it, hopefully. So we'll take that out. Okay, so that's the floor basically. It needs to come forward about 4 mil, something like that, 3 or 4 mil. You can see it's not quite, well, a bit more than that, probably half a centimetre. You can see it's not quite tight up against that. What's causing it, I'll take you around and show you. What's causing it is the companion bins, flanges. And you might be able to see there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Look at this. I take video shit. You can see there, it's actually right catching on the bottom of that floor, and it's in them, and it's the same on that side. It's a nice fit, but it's just a mil or 2 mil more than we need, and what's it doing, it's not allowing us to push the bottom of the heel board down into the slot. So that's where the problem is. And it's the same up there, as you can see. It's just too tight. Let's come back out. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We'll take it back out, nick a bit off those, and then we can reflange them once we know where we are with it. To be honest, we'll probably even flange them on the inside, because they're near impossible. Well, they are impossible to do down the side, because when they put these cars together, they put the sides on separately, and they can get to the companion bins, but you cannot get, or hardly get a MIG welder down in there and try and spot weld them. So maybe we'll put flanges on the outside, and if they're small enough you never see them anyway. That might be the way to go. You can see there, the holes are just slightly out on that one there. Not much, that's enough to stop it going on properly. Right, so you want to keep your end up. Hang on. No, somehow we're not. It's not easy on this side.
Go forward or?
It's the bottom one. Yes, that's why it says not easy on this.
We go
Over
again.
again.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
Yeah. So use the weight. Use the weight of it. Help us. Ow!
Okay.
Right, up or down?
Good.
got it. Yeah, good on this side. You on the inside?
Okay.
Right. Can you lift and pull back?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good. Right, that's the floor mostly put in. As you can see, the bolts are here in the front part of the jig. This one's not in, but the one on the other side is. And even this flap is the right size. So, and it's nice in all the corners, which is good. The only problem we've got is that heel board. What we'll need to do is put Tech screws down through it and bring it all in line. And the reason is because we're up against it here. You can see if I bring this in line, you can see it's okay when I close it. So it's just a bit tight. And the sill looks good, even though this is not off yet, this piece here. But the outer sill looks good. The reason that's down is because of the sheer weight of it. If I lift it up, you can see. Well, when the weight's off it, this fits right in line with this. You can see it's right on the edge. Same on that side. So everything lines up, which is good. And once we get the toe board, the new toe board in September, that which is all this piece here. So I have to cut all this out along there, put the new toe board in it, and all I have to do is take these bolts off it and slide it in underneath. It goes in on that side and over the top of the floor. There we are. So on that note, as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby. And Amir's off for a couple of weeks, so we'll do a bit of a tidy up. I've got one more day tomorrow, and then they're off for a fortnight, so see you then.